Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, today I'm going to talk about, again, stocks in crypto, and specifically about oil that keeps on printing money. Oil is rallying yet again. It cannot stop going up. It won't stop, cannot stop. So, the EU apparently agreed to ban 90% of Russian oil, which means that, no energy for Europe. Yeah. So, oil is pretty much going up like crazy, and that is certainly contributing to it. I cannot wait for my DVN stock to open. Cannot wait for that. Now, Stonk future is down. Is slightly down. No, not much. No, it's flat. Even though it's kind of down, the oil is up, which is good for stocks. It's usually good for stocks. Then your yield is up, which is also very good for stocks. But the goddamn relative power of the dollar, relative to euro and other currencies, is up. Now this is bad because when this is up, it's usually bad for the money. It should be down. Even though it's a small percentage. It should be down. It would be better if this were down. But whatever. I still think there's a good chance for a rally today. I still think there's a good chance. But we're going to see. A pullback would be somewhat logical, since we, like the Nasdaq, for example, we pumped these last days a lot. Maybe a small pullback. Maybe that's what people here are selling for a small pullback. However, with these two things in the positive, I think there's a good chance that we might even continue going up. We're not exactly oversold here, Exactly oversold. We're like 30% down or something from the top in the Nasdaq. If you were to buy here, it would be a local top maybe, but you'd still be buying at the bottom. Probably if you want to continue up. But yeah, this is kind of the Dixie is kind of ruining everything. So let's see if this goes down a bit to be better. But yeah, let's see. I think there is a good chance, even though this is a bit up, that we rally. Still think there's a good chance. If not, it's not the end of the world. Just wait for a lower low, and then buy again. I hope that's the top. That's the bottom. And then if we go under again, do that again. Because like I've been saying, quantitative easing is a scam. It's a scam. Quantitative tightening is a scam. And the Federal Reserve is not near as hawkish as people say. The free money will continue. So about cryptocurrency. Yeah, the bounce continues, the obvious bounce. I think there's a good chance it will head to 36,000, around 36,000, until we get a retrace. Like in this meme line here, might head to 36,000, and then lower again. That's the more likely scenario, Like the scenarios here are essentially that we go here. The best scenario is that we go here and we actually break this trend line and make new all-time highs. You never know. It's something like a reverse black swan could happen. I don't know. It can happen. Where like some really good news pops up, like a spot ETF or something, and this it blows trend line. You know, this is, even though this is like a best, most optimistic ever scenario. It's like a very people would not expect this. It would be very, very unexpected. Very unexpected. And you never know. If something's very unexpected, sometimes, if not many people are thinking about it, sometimes it happens. You know? So yeah, that would be like the best case scenario, like, but not that much probability. Not that much probability. The other best case scenario would be like we bounce, you know, here, and then we head into capitulation, and then the effects of the merge start getting felt, and then it starts going up. And this is like the second best scenario, and I think the most likely. The most likely. Because you need to use logic. If the merge, if it's not late, and that the merge happens, this will happen. This will happen. It makes all kinds of sense. If the merge happens. You know? Even though no one's talking about this. No one is saying this. No one. I think there's a better probability for this case scenario, it's the second best, than the third best case scenario, where we bounce here, you know, we touch the trend line, then we head into a long bear market, then we start trending up slowly. This would be the third best scenario. And I think the previous scenario, I think is more likely than this scenario, you know. Personally. Some people say that this is more obvious, you know, that we'll head into a long bear market during 2023. Because every cycle has been like that. Most people say that's the most likely scenario. But in my opinion, no. In my opinion, the most likely scenario is that we start going up in September this year. Start making another bull run. You know, that's personally, my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. You should what I'm doing is that I'm positioning myself to both scenarios. And I'm buying bits right now. I bought, you know, here in the low, some altcoins and stuff. And I'm seeing, you know, if my most likely scenario where we start pumping September happens, you know. If it doesn't, I'll just accumulate more in 2023, my altcoins, you know. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, obvious bounce here, extremely obvious bounce. And I think we'll continue at least at until 36k in the short term. I think. So about like Snapchat, I'm still thinking about buying this. Now, what's screwing a bit my idea here of buying Snapchat is this goddamn dollar. I mean, it's up, but marginally. I mean, just a bit up. I mean, it might not affect so much the markets, maybe. You know, and I mean the other stuff like crude oil is blowing everything out of the water with 3.2%, and this is like also like in 2.8. It was in 2.7, like just yesterday. Yeah, I think there's a very good chance that I might buy a bit of Snapchat. I might buy a bit of Snapchat. Yeah. At least a bit. Then I'll see if you get the retracements on an S&P. Then I'll buy a bit more Snapchat. Twitter, I'm gonna see. It's a mess, big mess, but I think there's a good chance to profit. But it is like a big fat mess. Like it's a big mess. He's now losing money on his Twitter stonk. He's more than his gains. He's been wiped out. Yeah, when something like this happens, I think it's going up. When someone big as Elon Musk starts losing money, I'm thinking we had enough. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm confident with my Twitter stock. Now, what I'm most confident in is my energy stocks. I have DVN and another European stock. And goddamn, am I not confident on this? Like, it's 77 already in the pre-market. I should not have sold 10%. I should not have sold this. Regrets. I have a lot of regrets. I have a lot of regrets. Like, it just seemed like a pretty good idea, to take at least some profits here. On this meme line. But guess I was wrong. I mean, it's like if this hadn't happened, like it would be the perfect storm, because DVN has the dividends in 2 weeks. That usually what happens is a rally for 2 weeks till the dividends. That's usually what happens, And also, like, crude oil is jumping higher like crazy, which is also helping this a lot, So it might I don't know, jump way higher today, maybe to like $80 or something. Wish I had not sold my 10%, but I still have 90% of my stocks. So if it heads higher and it goes into my defined amount of profit, I'll take that profit also, because I cannot be greedy. You can't be greedy. Took out some profit here because I'm not greedy. Cannot be greedy. Crypto is a different matter. If I see an altcoin jumping like crazy, and I see there's a chance that it will continue to jump, I sometimes don't take profits on it, because it's different. Like this jumps like higher, but it's not as huge of jumps as in cryptocurrency. Like 100%, like a 10x in crypto is like 10% gains in a stock. So yeah, that I would take profit obviously on a 10x on crypto, and I would, in the same logic, take profits from a 10% profit in stocks, because they're different things. If you put on like a ton of risk, because this crypto is very risky, If I go ahead and put on a ton of risk on altcoins, then I want a big reward. Like, it's not like the altcoin will go up 10% and I start taking profit. That wouldn't make sense, because I would be, cutting myself like a small profit from a huge risk. Where like in stocks, I have a small risk. So then it would make sense that I get a small profits, like a 10%. You need to balance those things out. So the bounce continues. And I think like one of the reasons also that Bitcoin is bouncing might be that the people with a lot of money are already predicting a huge jump in the stock market. And that in turn usually is bullish for crypto also. So even before the stock market opens, there might be people like predicting a huge rally, so they're buying Bitcoin to get behind those people that are going to buy after they see a huge rally in the boom in the stock market and in the technology stocks. That's what I'm thinking could be happening. Because like a lot of people, I think, are looking at this, they're looking at this and saying, like, there's gonna be a rally. There's going to be a rally. Like this is throwing a bit of a wrench. Like I guess it's really screwing things up. But I think it will be outweighed. And yeah, I mean, the stock futures are a bit down. I have no idea why. Maybe I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's just because of this. People are getting scared because of this. But I think it's going to get outweighed by the money flowing into the stocks from this and from this. Personally. So yeah, we're going to see what happens. That's my opinion for today. We're going to reach 36,000 in Bitcoin. Not today, no, in a few days. And today the stock market might rally. That's what I'm thinking. And oil stocks continue to be a great buy. That will be all. See you in the next video.